Yo, what's up? It's Coach D here for the Coach D podcast. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today, so that way we can make you exceptional on the weekends, we're going to talk about my 5 steps, my 5 tricks that you need to make part of your normal weekend regimen, so that way you can avoid becoming a fat ass every single week. Because let's be real, that's what you guys are doing. Okay, most of you guys are doing all right during the week, in your opinion, not in my opinion. You're doing all right during the week, right? And then Friday night rolls around, Saturday rolls around, Sunday rolls around, you eat all the wrong shit, you drink all the wrong shit, you ain't working out, you're doing everything wrong, and then you're showing up every Monday 5-10 pounds heavier, right? Playing damage control, trying to fix what you did over the weekend, Monday through Thursday, Friday afternoon, and then you just repeat the cycle every single weekend. And this is why the average American, this is one of the major reasons why the average American that works out never gets results. Because every weekend they're cheating, right? Every weekend they're blowing it, and they're doing all the wrong shit. And what you're doing in those 3 days is way outweighing the little bit of good you're doing during the week. Okay, so here's the 5 steps. All right. So step number 1 is you always need to make sure you're working out every single day of the week. You got to get your calorie output up, but especially on the weekends. So most people are going out on Saturdays, right? Some of you guys do Friday night and Saturday night and Sundays. But most people are doing Saturdays. So let's take Saturday, for example. When you wake up first thing in the morning, go drink some fucking salt water, take your ass to the gym, work out hard. Okay. Or go run some stadiums, do some kind of crazy high intensity workout where you're going to burn a ton of calories. Okay. Now, don't go be running like half marathons and shit like that. I'm totally opposed to cardio like things like that. You need to do more high intensity interval style type training, or lift. Okay. Those are the priorities. All right. So step 1 is burn calories. You have to get your calorie output up, because if you've watched the first few episodes where I told you how to actually burn body fat, it's always a calories game, right? So if you don't work out, you're only going to burn this much for your basal metabolic rate, right? And even if you follow my next few rules, you're still going to be consuming a lot of calories and you're going to get fat. It's guaranteed. Okay. So you avoid that by busting your ass Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You should be doing it every day anyway, but make sure you do it especially on the days that you're going to be socializing, going out and having fun, partying with the friends, doing date nights with the spouse, whatever, right? So step 1, burn calories. Step 2, here's a little hack on how you can hack your body, okay? So that way, whenever you get to wherever you're going, whether you're having dinner at a friend's house or whether you're going to be going to dinner with friends, right? The secret is you want to hack your body, okay? Because when you hack your body, you naturally eat less, okay? And what happens when you eat less? You get ripped, okay? So one of the hacks doing that. So let's say you have dinner at 6 p.m. with friends, okay, on Saturday, okay? You already know that you're going to be going to dinner, right? You burned calories first thing in the morning, rule number 1. Rule number 2, eat before you go. Okay, so you need to eat before you go. Basically, just eat a big fatty steak. Okay, and the reason why you want to eat before you go eat is because when you get there, you can do one of 2 things. You can either not eat at all because you're already going to be full, right? And you just be like, "Oh, guys, I just ate. I'm just here to socialize and just have your drinks," right? So that would be the first thing, right? The first option. Or if it's within your calories, you still got some room left, right? Then you can actually order when you're at the restaurant and then just order something smart. Just order some like steak and broccoli, right? Still trying to keep your calories low and your carbs low, right? So just order smart when you get there. So one of those 2 options, but always make sure you eat before you go, because then when you get there, you can either start drinking right away, right? Start socializing, hanging out, having a good time, or you're just going to be full, right? When you show up, because you eat before you go. And then when you get there, you're not going to be hungry, right? So even if you order food, you're probably not going to eat it, right? So it's always a calories game. So that's how you hack your body, right? So eat before you go. I know it sounds crazy, but I got to eat before I go eat. Yes, just do it. You'll see what I'm talking about, okay? So burn calories. That's step 1. Step 2 is eat before you go. Step 3 is whenever you are eating throughout the entire day, okay, So I already basically just told you what this was. Just eat meat. Okay. Just eat meat, animal proteins. That's it. That's all you're going to eat. Okay. You don't get to have any carbs. You don't get to have any fruit. You don't get to have any potatoes. You don't have any of that shit. Okay. And the reason is you have to make room for the alcohol. Okay. In case you guys didn't know this, alcohol has a lot of calories. Okay. A lot. All right. And it adds up really, really, really fast. Okay. So by you just basically being a carnivore that day, right, and just eating just meat, you're basically freeing up some space in your calories so that way you can fit the alcohol. See what I'm saying? So that's what you're basically trying to do. So you want to basically just eat meat. Step 3, just eat just meat. Okay. Then step 4, whenever it comes to time to drink, right? Whether that's when you first show up or that's, after you ordered your healthy meal of just meat. Okay. And maybe some vegetables, right? You want to be drinking smart. Okay. Always calories game, remember? So you always got to be mindful of your calories. All right. So you want to be drinking things that are low in calories, high in alcohol. So what are those things? Okay. The best, liquor. Straight up nasty ass liquor. Okay. Yes. I know it's gross. It's so disgusting. Yeah, it's supposed to be disgusting. That means it's going to make you drink less. Okay. So that's good. It's good that the worse that it tastes, the better it is for you. Okay. Remember that. If it tastes great, that means it's probably full of sugar and it's got tons of calories in it and you're going to get fat. Okay. If it tastes like shit, it's going to have a lot of alcohol and you're going to naturally drink less because it tastes like shit and it's got a lot of alcohol. Okay. So it's a win-win. So liquor would be ideal. So just like whiskey on the rocks, right? Maybe with some water poured into it, maybe squeeze a lemon or a lime. Okay. Not the lime juice or not the lime, stuff that they use for the bartenders use. That's sugary shit, right? But actual squeezed lime. Okay. Would be fine. Shots of tequila, some vodka, right? Whatever. Just keep it clean. The other thing that you can drink too is wine. If you're just going to be drinking in small doses, if you're not like trying to go crazy, you're just going to have like a couple glasses, wine. So red wine is fine, right? Just don't be ordering the sweet ones, right? Order the nasty ass dry ones, the gross ones that you don't really like that have a lot of alcohol in them. Okay. Why? Because you're going to drink less, which means less calories, which means you're able to stay on point with your food, right? Or your nutrition and your intake, right? And then, so that's step 4, right? So that's drink smart, right? So that's step 4, drink smart, okay? And then the 5th thing is you need to limit everything, okay? Always limit your food. Always limit your drinks. Why? Always a calories game, okay? This entire game of getting fit and staying fit is always a calories game, okay? So you got to limit your stuff, and if you're really serious about getting shredded, track every fucking thing you consume, including your alcohol, okay? And here's another little side of this that a lot of you guys don't realize too. Even when you're making bad decisions, okay, because you are, so because you're human, okay? You're gonna make bad decisions. Now I don't make bad decisions, but I have in the past, right? So I've already learned my lessons. So you're gonna fuck up. You're gonna fall off the wagon. You're not gonna follow these rules one weekend. You're gonna eat some pizza, right? And then you're gonna end up getting injured right after because I told you, I warned you. But anyway, you want to track your shit, okay? Every day you need to be tracking your calories, okay? MyFitnessPal app on your phone, okay? Track your shit so that way you know what your macros are, which I've already done a podcast on that. So if you haven't seen that yet, just go look on the feed. You'll find it. There's a what macros are in that episode. But anyway, track your shit. And there's a couple reasons why you want to do this. Number 1, it's self-awareness. So that way you know where your limits are, and you also know like, oh wow, like I'm behind like maybe 50 grams of protein. I need to go eat like some shrimp or some cod or some mahi-mahi or something to get my protein up because my protein's really low today, right? It's going to give you self-awareness. Step 2 is, and the reason why you want to do this, especially when you're eating the bad shit, is because whenever you do it and you actually log the bad shit and then you actually see it, okay, it's going to create what I call pain, okay, guilt. It's going to create some guilt. It's going to create some pain, and it's going to basically make you feel discomfort, right? Which means when you track the bad stuff, right? And you have felt this negative emotion. What's going to happen is the next time you're in a similar situation, you're going to remember that negative emotion, and you're not going to want to experience it, right? Because you have to log it. This is self accountability. One of the keys to getting lean is self accountability. So daily, right? So by you forcing yourself to track even the bad stuff, and you see all those carbs that you ate, and you see all that sugar that you ate, and you see that you went over your calories by like 2,000 calories, you're going to see it's going to create some guilt and some negative emotions, but you can use those to your benefit because you felt that, right? The next time you're in a situation, you're not going to want to make that decision. So it's going to deter you from making bad decisions in the future. So that's why I call it feeling the pain. So feel the fucking pain, suck it up, log your shit, be honest with yourself, hold yourself accountable, feel the fucking pain, right? And then what'll happen is in the future, that's going to benefit you. Understood? So those are my 5 little tips on how to not become a fat fuck this weekend. Okay, that's all you got to do is just do that. Okay, you do that every single weekend, you're going to be able to party, you're going to be able to have a good time, and you're going to be able to get away with it and not have to worry about becoming a fat ass every single week like you have been for the rest of your life, the other weekends of your life. If you follow those 5 rules, you will win every single weekend and you'll make progress consistently. All right, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss any episodes. We're on YouTube, Spotify, and Rumble. Just look up Coach Daymond on any one of those, and then just hit the little bell button or the subscribe button so that way you don't miss anything. Make sure you share this with your friends. Maybe your friends you're going out with, share this with them so that way they know what to expect whenever you get there, right? Your people you work out with, share this with them so that way you guys are on the same page, so that way you can hold each other accountable, right? Your spouses, share this with them so that way they understand where you're getting this information from, and so it makes sense because they're hearing it from my voice, right? Not yours. So, and that pretty much concludes this episode. So we will see you guys next time on the Coach D podcast.